Hey docs, we've got some powerful communication skills for you in this video. Some of the feedback we've been getting in our past videos is that docs love the live footage we've been dropping in. So we've got more in this video clip that revolves around speaking to teachers and getting into schools. Now there's a few ways you can get more involved in this conversation. Number one, we're going to host a webinar on this at the end of the month to talk about talks in speaking and engagement and growing your practice. So in other words, it's moving people out of awareness and into action. So number one is a webinar. Number two is, if you care to join us, come to the Art of the Close. It's a 2-day workshop that will make you a better speaker than anything that's offered out there, because we know how to do it. You're going to see results that you can then reproduce. And I know this because I've taught over 1,000 chiropractors over the course of the last 5 to 6 years on how to do talks, but we've tweaked it and we've made it a little better this year and in this particular program called the Art of the Close, because now we squeeze time and we teach you how to do a 10-minute talk. In less than 10 minutes, we have a couple hundred doctors now yielding double-digit growth. So 8 to 9 minutes of speaking, they're getting 10 to 12 new patients as an average. It isn't just something that they broke a record. This is an average. And just this week, we had a doc get 16 new patients. Somebody else had 22 new patients. And the record for the week, not for the year, was 32 new patients, doing exactly what you're about to see. And then the third way to get more involved is, if you want to join us for the Corporate Skeleton Key, please do so. It's a great program that teaches your CA how to reach out and set up your own marketing events. But we're about to drop in some live footage, and at the end of this teacher talk, you're going to learn a word and a phrase that makes this so beneficial. So you'll see me speaking, and then at the end, you're going to see our new patients lining up to set up new patient appointments. So the idea is, it isn't just awareness and education, it's the action step of coming in. So whether you join us for a free webinar, that's great. We will talk about how to get better at speaking. Dive into a 2-day workshop. That's called the Art of the Close. That is a 2-day workshop. Or the Corporate Skeleton Key program, which is a very robust program teaching your CA how to do the outreach. It doesn't matter. It's time to get involved, time to move the needle. I'm still coming off that CalJam buzz, but check out this live footage as promised, and the nuggets are at the end of the footage, so stay tuned. Check this out. A lot of times you'll be down and out, you'll either be fatigued, tired, have a cold, sickness. Raise your hand if that was you over the last year or two. You had to have at least a day or two to just recover. But on the outside, everybody thinks you have the world's greatest schedule, right? They always talk about the time off. And as a doctor, I see it, I go, you are absolutely tapped out. Every time a break comes up, it's like recovery time. And that's admirable that you do that and you give so much away, but it's not healthy.
But I didn't say it.
I know.
So there you see it, docs. Some of the important information that wasn't audible and that we teach to our Corporate Skeleton Key docs, we're going to divulge right here. The idea is, when we speak to teachers, you never want to say, hey, you're unappreciated. They go through a lot, they have a ton of stress, but you don't want to say unappreciated, because then it would imply that nobody appreciates what you're doing. No matter how hard you work, you're not appreciated. The term that we use, and that you didn't hear in that video, is that I say you are underappreciated. And boy, I'll tell you, when we started doing that at our 10-minute talks, light bulbs went off, and it was a major change. And that's going to move the needle just for listening to this video, including it. It's a huge subconscious subliminal message that lights them up. They are underappreciated. And at that point, you'll have them buying into the rest of your message. Now, how you close it and how you get them into action, you guessed it. We only teach that at the Art of the Close, but join us for this webinar, some free information. Get to the Art of the Close. It's limited to 50 docs. It's a 2-day workshop, and we've only got 4 of them left for the rest of the year, and then we're done. We've got to dive in deep. We've got to move the needle. This is an all-inclusive seminar, and my goal at the Art of the Close is to get you so good at speaking and doing 10-minute talks, you want to do more events, and then you join the Corporate Skeleton Key. So I want to be clear with my agenda. It's to make you a better speaker, get you so good, you grow so fast like all the docs in our program are doing, and then you take the natural progression, and the next step is, I need to join CSK before my region is taken, before some other doc locks it up, and we share all these nuggets and the how-to. It isn't just how to set up the talks, it's how to market, how to do spinal screenings, how to do online wellness, how to do 10-minute talk. We give it live because I'm still doing it. And I love it. We have so much good feedback on docs saying, I love learning your material because you're still in the game, you're still filling up, and the information is relevant and it's cutting edge. And I just did a video with my buddy Billy DeMoss before CalJam that got a ton of notoriety. He said, you're always on the cutting edge, dude. You're always tweaking it. You're always spizzing it out. And the truth is, because we run a high volume practice, and you've got to be leading the charge or you'll be chasing the herd. That's where it's at. We'll see you at one of those 3 options: free webinar, Art of the Close seminar, or if you want to get down and play in the big leagues, come join us for Corporate Skeleton Key. That's where the big ball players are at, and we are taking docs now. Take care, docs. See you soon.